Let's go on to the Lakers, continuing their road dominance last night with a win over the Hawks. But the interaction between LeBron and a Hawks fan courtside, that was the story. The fan was ejected, eclipsing all the other headlines from the game. Here's LeBron's take on what happened. Actually, very generous.
I'm happy fans are back in the building. I miss that interaction. I need that interaction. We as players need that interaction. I don't feel like it was warranted to be kicked out. There was a back and forth between two grown men, and we said our piece. He said his piece. I said my piece. And then when someone else jumped into it and said their piece. But I didn't think they were, should have been kicked out. But they might have had a couple of drinks maybe, and they could have probably kept it going, and the game wouldn't have been about the game no more. So I think the referees did what they had to do.
Maybe they had some drinks. Who knows? There's only fans in 9 arenas right now, guys. Only 5 of those arenas, which does include Atlanta, allows fans to sit courtside. Now, it's important to note those courtside seats no closer than 10 feet from the court. All the fans in this arena are tested, in that area of the arena are tested. But this is the first type of tight fan interaction with players that we have seen since the coronavirus age began, Fizz. We are still fighting this pandemic. Do you feel fans should be allowed to sit this close right now?
I do. I think it's fine. If they're tested, and I know Adam Silver wouldn't take any chances, I do think we got to start trickling the fans back in, and I agree with him. Unless something crazy was said, this is the normal banter that goes on during the NBA game courtside. And so the only reason it stands out is because it's not a lot of people in the building, so it looks like it's more than it is. But if that was a packed building, come on, let's be real about it. No one would be kicking her out of the game right now, right? It would just be a normal, it's about 30 other people in a packed building saying the same stuff, if not worse. And so that was, unfortunately it's an empty building for it, but I do believe that we should start working our fans back in as the health codes allow it.
Listen, Rach, I enjoyed nothing more than going on the road and having a great conversation with the fans. I mean, that's something that really got me going. That's something I totally enjoyed, and I'm glad to see it. I mean, LeBron had a great answer. He it was some back and forth. They said their piece, but sometimes that gets players going. As long as it's done in the right way. I mean, look at LeBron is always interacting with the fans. I mean, that's part of the game. I loved it, especially on the road. I love to do that.
No, you are definitely one of the players, Paul, who I always felt that from. And LeBron has openly said, right? Remember at the beginning of all of this, he said, I don't even want to play without fans in the building. Some of you guys get so geeked up by it that it really makes a difference in your on-court play. And Fizz, we saw with LeBron right earlier, just in the same road trip, when a member of the Cavaliers front office made a little bit too celebratory of a celebration of his miss. What happened there too, right?
Yeah, I mean, that's just going to be what it is. It's part of the chirp. Like a guy like LeBron and a guy like Paul Pierce, when they go on the road, they don't want that fan to get kicked out. They're going to rip their heart out during the game. Yeah. They're going to try to dominate your team more. They're going to utterly destroy your team. And don't, God forbid, let it come down to the last shot. I've been on the other end of the Paul Pierce buzzer beaters. It hurts badly. Actually, I've been on the end of multiple. So, those guys live for that moment. And so I just think right now, without a big crowd, and guys seeking motivation and needing that extra oomph to really get up for these games, I think those kind of fans are kind of needed.
Well, LeBron certainly said the most gracious thing possible afterward, and then his tweet saying courtside Karen, mad, 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 pretty exceptional as well. Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.